Well, hello there, good people. Hi, it's Jason with Green Country Agroforestry, and today has been a very interesting day here in northeastern Oklahoma. We started out with some chilly temperatures this morning, and then we got some snow. That was followed by some rain, some sleet, and some snow again. And then the sun came out. The weather just doesn't know what it wants to do. And while it's being so predictable out there, it's very hard to plan outdoor activities. There's a lot of things I need to get done in the backyard. I'm in the middle of building corrals for building compost in, and those are going to be taking up a lot of time in the next few weeks ahead. But whenever the weather is unpredictable the way it is right now, I just don't really have the ability to get involved in that project and be through it all the way through to the end of the day. So I have to look for other things to keep my hands occupied while we're cooped up indoors. And today our project is something that will come in handy whenever spring arrives here and it's time to actually get seeds in the ground. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you may be familiar with seed tapes. These are pre-packaged seeds with a strip of cloth or paper tape where the seeds are placed at the exact right spacing for planting in your garden. And they're a great way to save some time whenever it's early in the spring and you need to get the seeds in the ground really quick, because you only have a limited window to get those plants planted and up and growing. But they do cost considerably more than just seeds in the pack the way they are here. Well, one of the advantages of having an extended winter period where you don't really have anything that you can get done outside due to inclement weather is you have time to do things like make your very own seed tape. Now, I know there's a lot of videos out there that show people using strips of newspaper or toilet paper, to make their own seed tapes, and I suppose you could do that, but one thing that you'll find out if you use toilet paper to make a seed tape, whenever you walk out there to the garden in the early spring and it's kind of drizzling off and on and you're having to go do your gardening and you're carrying this strip of toilet tissue with you, it's going to get wet and you're not going to have a seed tape. You're just going to have a mess. So instead of using toilet tissue, I'm going to be using this. This is jute. It's a very inexpensive and fairly cheap twine. It's not really strong enough for most of the things that I want to use twine for, but it is inexpensive. And as you can see, it's nice biodegradable material. This won't last a season at all. It won't last but about 3 months once it's out there in the ground and buried. Well, we'll be using this to make our very own seed tape, or seed string, as the case may be. Let's get started. So we're going to start out by taking, let's get these bugs off there. Alright, we're going to start out by taking our jute, anchoring one side of it over here onto our tape measure, or not tape measure, onto one side of our yardstick. We'll take the other end and stretch it out to this side. There we go. Clip it on there, just like so. Alright, and kids, if you're doing this at home, ask your parents' permission before using the shears or scissors. Make sure that the pair that you're getting ready to use is one that your mom or your dad, if he does that sort of thing, isn't using for things like cutting fabric. Some folks get very particular about their shears. Alright, let's zoom in on this. Okay, so we got our glue here. And everybody's favorite gardening tool, a stick. And the procedure is fairly simple. You get a little bit of glue on the stick. I'm going to start out at that 1-inch mark, put a little dot of glue there, and if you don't have enough, you can always dip it again. Dip-a-dee-doo-dah. Get dot of glue. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 inches dot of glue. Make sure you have enough glue on 1, 2, 3 inches dotted glue. One, 2, 3 inches dotted glue. Okay, I'll just stick our seeds. Have a look at those beet seeds. These are actually little clusters. Just take each one and put that there on the glue dot. Press it in. Okay, on the glue dot, press it in. On the glue dot, press it in. And press it in. Just go all the way up the string, pressing seeds into the glue dot. So now we just take this string with the glue on it and the seeds on it and allow the glue to dry, and they will be ready to plant when spring comes around. Alright, so I've had these hanging up overnight. This is just a couple of those strings with the Detroit beets on them. And the glue's dried up good, but it's going to be a couple of months before I can actually put these to use. So from now until then, I need to store them. So I'm just going to roll these guys up, just like so. I'm going to keep them safe. Just chuck them right back into seed packet they came out of. There we go. Alright, so those two strings I made up last night, you can tell it's daytime. We actually have sun, so I've got to go out there and do some work. But just two strings there now account for about 6 foot of row space that I've already taken care of. The planting and spacing, that's, you know, the hardest part of it really is sitting down there with the measuring stick and kneeling or bending over trying to plant. Well, now I can just cut the furrow, drop those strings in there, cover them up, water them in, and we're good to go. We'll do some more of these when we have bad weather over the next couple of months and have these ready to go. I do still have to do some radishes. I've got some carrots coming in from Baker Creek too off along. I've got a few other things that I can do the same procedure with. And hey, thanks for joining me today. If you found the video informative or entertaining, you know what to do, and I will catch you next time.